Welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where we are talking pan. On Friday, we will be having an entire show to take you to the tracks, if you will. But for now, joining us on the Now Morning Show, we have the musical director of Birdsong, sorry. Segue is what we're going to be chatting about this morning as we get ready to enjoy some festivities in this taste of Carnival. And of course, joining us as well is Mr. Terence Shaw, the arranger and composer, as we get ready to hear some sweet, sweet, sweet pan. Lady, gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so ready to segue into things that I jumped the gun. But let's talk a little bit about Birdsong, because this is a musical orchestra that has been functioning for quite some time, has touched many lives in many ways, not just with putting out music, but with educating, with an academy, and so much more. Tell me how we're getting from 1973, is it? Up to 2022.
Well, as we know, Birdsong started off as an orchestra, and a steel orchestra rather. And this concert reflects our journey, because the name of the concert is Segue. And if we would discuss the way that Birdsong developed over the past many years, it went from being a steel orchestra, became a music academy, and even then it still functions as now as a band, which is supposed to be a powerful musical entity, which has now transitioned from simply being, okay, we're learning, because the initial purpose was to just educate pan players, right? Because there's a big divide between a panist and a musician in this country. So it's crazy, right? And the initial purpose of Birdsong was to, let's create musically literate panists, because this is a respectable instrument. So why can't we also have respectable musicians? So it started from there, and it has grown so much. And as people will see this weekend, now we've had also an orchestra, which is like a traditional, orchestra with saxophones and trombones, trumpets, paired with the steel pan, which gives it a whole different, spreads a different light on the instrument itself. And that's basically the purpose. It's like just taking pan to a new level, pan in itself, and also trying to take music of Trinidad and Tobago to another level.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably why you needed 2 whole days to do so. So that we'd be looking at both Saturday and Sunday, is it? So that we have the opportunity to hear full orchestra and, of course, the work of Mr. Shaw himself.
Well, I'm actually, I have 3 arrangements in the program, but actually my involvement in Birdsong goes back to at least 10-15 years ago. I got introduced, I think it's by Andy Narell. I was thinking about that.
So you can't remember where it started, but it started somewhere.
I've been there. I've been teaching there. I've taught guitar students. I've taught some music literacy, and I've just been there. Dennis had asked me. Dennis, who's the chief honcho, had asked me had asked me to do a parang thing. At Christmas time, they used to have pre-pandemic an absolutely beautiful Christmas show where they will just go into the Ortonville Park, set up for 2 days, and do an absolutely beautiful community Christmas program. And I used to do the parang with them. So it's an evolution, which is the title of the program. It's an evolution because I am now filling the shoes of the late Ralph Robinson. I'm not filling his shoes really. We're just trying to take it up another notch. He had a small ensemble which he used to run, which he used to organize based on students who would be part of the Birdsong Academy. But now we have decided to extend the format to include other musicians or other students from outside of the Birdsong Academy. So basically we're trying to, again, up the ante. The pandemic has offered us, while there's a lot of negative about the pandemic, and rightly so, it offers us a time to reset.
Absolutely. Time is something that we got, and reset you did. Because we were talking about the fact that this is one of the plan sides, and I would use the word, where you can go into the barnyard and, you know, you have scheduled practices so you could come participate, because community is a big part of what you do. That had to have been affected because of the pandemic. So has that gone digital as well?
Yeah, we teach, well, I teach online. I teach online at this point in time.
So the opportunity to participate virtually is still there, so that you continue to segue, to adapt, to evolve. I see what you're doing there. So beyond the actual renditions on pan, we will also have, well, a horn section at the very least included.
I mean, the band itself, I mean, I'm the only panist in the band, so it really shows that integration of our national instrument into, you know, global music. So we have a full horn section, including, you know, a lot of people whose names you would see coming up a lot, very talented young men, people like Daniel Ryan. We have a guest with us, Mr. Anthony Woodruff, etc., right? We also have a lovely singer, Mr. Chrison Joseph, who goes by the by Seraphim, right? So the show is really, really promising to be amazing. It's not a pan show,
right?
So it's for everybody, basically. Yeah.
Continuing that community sense that you've built through the orchestra itself. Beautiful stuff. I'm looking forward to hearing it, but I need to know where, when, and how. So there will be an actual in-person attendance.
Oh yeah, it's at the Little Caribbean. It's at the Little Carib, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is at 5 o'clock.
6.
Saturday is at 6, sorry. Sunday is at 5.
Right.
Also, well, as you know, half of the, it's
capacity.
I think it's 90.
Right.
So if you don't have a ticket as yet, make sure and get one. It's not the jump up and wave and misbehave type of program, but I can guarantee you that your money will be well spent. Really good music, really good entertainment. As Darian said, we have 2 stellar guest artists at this time. We have Mr. Tony Paul, or Anthony Woodruff, if you know him, and the same person, sitting in with us. We also have Chrison Joseph, who goes by the sobriquet Seraphim. If you don't know Chrison Joseph, he's the son of Penguin, absolutely fantastic singer. I've worked with him many times, and he sings in different genres. So he's guesting on some of the songs. I actually want to input and say that one of the things about Birdsong Academy and this program is that we're really trying to spread music to a different generation. But what I mean to say is that lots of times we complain, oh, they don't hear this, we don't hear that, the young people don't know this, they don't know that. And it's a great opportunity for us to showcase music of the Caribbean. Most of the program on Saturday and Sunday is music of the Caribbean. We have a celebration, a small celebration to Kitchener, whose anniversary is 100 years this year. We have a tribute to Clive Zander also, who passed away 2 months ago. And so the program is built around a lot of Caribbean music. We do have non-Caribbean music in the program, but it's prime. And I guess because we want to celebrate us too. Right? It's important that we celebrate our own thing.
Absolutely.
And the Caribbean thing too. So that's kind of like the basis of the program.
Concert itself. Now, you were mentioning particularly the introduction to another generation, different types of music, perhaps older music, newer music being played in different ways. Let's talk a little bit about the Academy, because that's one of the more dynamic things, I think, about Birdsong itself, that like it evolved from just the pan side to the full-blown Academy, and the opportunity still exists to become a part of that Academy. So tell me how.
Right. So due to the pandemic, of course, now we had to move from in-person classes to online classes, and this takes place at varying days in the week depending on which instrument you play. So we still offer guitar, taught by Mr. Shaw himself. Offer guitar, no steel pan at this time.
Okay.
All the brass instruments, and if you don't have an instrument, it's okay because we can loan you an instrument.
Nice.
Yeah. So we do have an online registration process. So if you go to the website, birdsongtt.org, you can always see the registration form, have a look, or just give us a call, check the Facebook, Instagram, yeah.
And in that case, I'm making sure I get that number down because a lot of the times we don't realize the importance music plays in our lives in terms of academics. Statistically, it's been proven that it helps with things like math and other learning. So it definitely is something I want to get back on the train. Great. Does that mean that you all also set up the ability to do music theory and sit the grade exams as well?
Of course.
Perfection. So Rokas and I will be signing up for the course. I saw the eyebrows go up when we talked about online registration. And that way I'll actually do my homework, because if I go by myself, I might not. But we still have the academy functional. We still have the orchestra practicing and the ability to virtually log in to enjoy that. Indeed. And we have the upcoming concert on Saturday and Sunday. Now, to clarify, is it that you can go to either days and you're going to have similar performances or different? Okay. Same. So that you can pick one day, continue to be physically distanced,
and
maintain.
Enjoy it so much you want to come again.
Come back. I like how you think. And as much as you said it's not a jump up and wave event, there is something about music that moves you. I'm sure there will be somebody getting out of their
Caribbean music is guaranteed to move somebody at some point in time. I guess it won't be, well, I don't want to say Caribbean music. If you don't move, then something is wrong with you or the music. And I guarantee you,
it's not the music.
It's not the music, right? but you know what I mean? But actually know that, you know, I am a activist for live music. Anybody who knows me, I'm an activist for live music. I have had 2 performances in 2021. Some people have had none. I have spoken to a very professional musician who's a friend away, and he said, oh, I'm having my first gig for the year in December. I was like, right? So I'm saying the opportunity to play live music and to experience live music is an important factor in us being a social people, in maintaining balance, in maintaining communication with other people. The importance of live music, I think this pandemic has taught us. Don't throw away something if you don't know its value. The importance of live music, now we are seeing, oh wow, I wish I could just go out and hear, I wish I could just go and hear a pan side. I wish I could just have that experience. We're not going to be the same. The pandemic has changed everybody, but it's a time for transition, for segueing into this new smaller format, this half audience, you know, but the music.
But it's an evolution.
Right.
And we will certainly be part of it this weekend on Saturday and Sunday at the Little Carib Theatre. For your tickets, for your booking, for even the ability to log on and enjoy, you guys can head to Facebook and Instagram pages for Birdsong itself. And again, the website is www.birdsongtt.org for your booking and more information. To the musical director and the arranger, good morning again. Thank you again for joining us and giving us the opportunity to segue into something good as in our morning show continues. And look forward to the pan on Friday, guys. There will be more where that came from. But for now, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.